Hey guys, we're back with Highway Blossoms. When we last left off, we were going to Vegas. I think we got to Las Vegas. So now I'm forced to make a Fallout New Vegas reference within the next 30 minutes. I'm gonna leave it to you guys. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it to chance for when it will be. Anyway, yeah, there can't be too much longer left in Highway Blossoms. Like, maybe an hour, 90 minutes left? Maybe 2 hours. Because basically, here's what's gonna happen. Vegas, romantic conclusion, concert, end. And that's obviously how it's gonna go. I'm a genius. I've studied your visual novels before, and that's the pattern. There's always a trip to Las Vegas in them, and then a romantic conclusion, and then it ends at a concert in California. That's how it goes every time. That's not how it goes every time, because you see, most Yuri visual novels are in Japan, and Las Vegas isn't in Japan, believe it or not. I'm not the expert at geography, but I can say that. I'm hilarious. Kind of started to get burnt out on this game though, so I actually do hope it finishes soon. If I didn't read it once every day at least, I probably wouldn't feel that way. But just like, I don't know. I just hope it doesn't overstay its welcome, basically. But it also, like, manages to give the characters a full arc, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, the first few steps inside are sensory overload. A million different sounds and a billion different lights, all poured from the sea of slot machines. Even at lunchtime on a Thursday, the majority are occupied. We both take a seat, frozen in place, to try and process it all. This isn't even my first time in a casino, but I'm overwhelmed just like Marina is. I've been in a casino once. I hated it. I'm not old enough to gamble yet. In my state, at least. You have to be 21. I'm not 21 yet. I'm not going to say my age, because then you guys can trace down all the little details I've leaked over the years, and find out that my name is actually, well, I need an obviously fake name. John Smith, living on, whatever just the White House is. I need to memorize that for jokes purposes. And my career is, I work in an office. Anyway, I'm funny. Let's keep going. I can see the reflections of a game in her eyes, like a cartoon character thinking of money.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Is this one of the most popular casinos?
Not even close. Like, it's big, but it's not the biggest.
Whoa.
Well, I helped her forward.
Come on, we'll have tons of time to gawk with food in our stomachs.
The mention of food steadies her steps. Giant overhead signs direct the way to the buffet. It must be visible from any part of the building. Why do casinos do that? So, the only times I've ever been to a casino, like 2 or 3 times probably, and been like for the casino buffet, which by the way, I hate buffets. They're just, like, think about all the germs that must be there. Like, I'm not really a germaphobe or anything. I do wash my hands after using the bathroom, but that's not germaphobe, that's just being reasonable. Anyway, like, I'm not eating. Wait, no, that's not the point. Why do they put the casino before the buffet? Is it like psychologically persuade you into gambling? I don't know, because like I remember, like, so the buffet was like 20-30 feet to the left of the entrance. And after we left, some of my family members said, okay, I'm going to gamble for a few minutes. So just had to kind of stand awkwardly, and then I got kicked out because you have to be 21 to be on the floor. But if you have to be 21 to be on the floor, why is the buffet located in an area that you have to go through the floor to get to? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's nonsensical. I mean, obviously, it's not like under 21 can't be on the floor. It's just they don't want you there. Unless you're going to go eat at the buffet and give them money. Giant overhead signs direct the way to the buffet. Oh, they must be visible from any part of the building. If this place is famous for something besides the food, I don't know what it is. We could smell it before we could see it, even despite the stench of cigars and BO that are pretty strong here. It doesn't smell like any one particular food item, or there are lots and lots of them. Guided by our stomachs, we half run towards the buffet. The line to get in is small, since we got here so early. Rena hops up and down, trying to peek over the head of a bald guy in front of us.
Can you see anything?
Barely. It looks like it goes on forever.
Good.
I practically throw my card at the attendant. It reminds me of paying to enter an amusement park. I'm just as excited. We're led through the small gate and into heaven. Rows upon rows of stations from a small maze in the massive room. Deep bins full of food, fried or grilled or baked or roasted, filled nearly every inch of space in the station. Rena and I grab plates from the whole stacks nearby.
Meet you in the dining room?
There's a lot of dessert. They only drew dessert. They couldn't be bought. Oh, bread doesn't count as a dessert. I think that's just bread, right? They won't have just bread at a buffet. It's gotta be like, I don't know, sweet bread or something. I don't know. She nods, already distracted, and heads straight for the desserts. Load my plate with a slice of prime rib, 2 rolls, Nasu! And a scoop of mashed potatoes. I pour gravy over them, letting it run over and soak into everything else. For good measure, I also throw on a pair of chicken wings from a nearby basket. They're so fresh that I can see the steam coming off them. I'm gonna need a second plate. Grab one off another plate and toss a small piece of salmon, some pot stickers from the Asian section, a large spoonful of some sort of casserole. Can't even guess what it is, but it looks good. Everything looks good. Solely because I can't fit more food on my plates, I head to the dining area and pick a seat where Marina will be able to find me easily. Sure enough, she emerges just a minute later, carrying 2 plates like I did. That just looks like a loaf of bread that like hasn't been cut. They wouldn't just serve a loaf of bread at a buffet, right?
Wow. You weren't kidding about trying everything.
Something about the sentence looks weird. Should like wow be its own word there? Maybe actually. Even a semicolon might be appropriate there. Maybe. I'm not gonna write that down though. The highway blossoms. This is why highway blossoms sucks.txt. That's the name of that's not the name of the text document. So the big portions of a few things I got. Marina got 1 or 2 bites of a couple dozen dishes. Roughly half of them are cakes or other sweets.
When in Rome, you know?
Slice off a bite of steak and close my eyes in ecstasy while I chew. Step behind. That is the worst pun I have ever heard. I hate it. I hate it! Holy cow. So, it's a piece of steak, which is beef. It's divine. I hate you. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? I'm never reading any of their visual novels again. Which, this is their only one so far. They're working on another project, I believe. But it's not out yet. Barely balancing her plates as she slides into the seat beside me, Marina bumps against my shoulder as she gets situated. I almost set a fork full of potatoes in her lap.
Oops, my bad.
In retaliation, I spear a bite of chicken from her plate, swimming in some Asian sauce.
No fear!
Is that just the name of it? Oh, some Asian sauce. I thought it was like, oh yeah, Asian sauce. Like that's the name, you know, there's, you know, all the classic soy sauce, you know, Asian sauce, sweet and sour sauce there. I was like, what's the name of a sauce?
No fear!
It's double fare.
That doesn't even make sense.
After that, she finally gets to take her first bite, and she melts. Just like me, her eyes roll to the back of her head while she chews.
I don't even remember what this is, but it's amazing.
Oh, there's no comma there! I'll write that down. Let's go again. I need more typos, so that it's not just 4 lines. I have 5 now. Hold on. I don't even remember what this is, but it's amazing. There. So I had to move my mic to type. You can hear that. Sometimes I like to pretend that you guys can't hear it, but you guys can definitely hear it. I looked in post. Like just now. I moved it slightly. She scoops up another forkful of what looks like some kind of barbecue brisket and holds it towards me.
Try it!
I open my mouth and she gets the fork in. I pull back to chew. It's got a nice smoky flavor. Does smoky have an E? I don't feel like Googling it, so I'll let it slide.
That is good.
Right? I almost want to go get a whole plate of just that.
Then she shows the baked chicken that she has next to it.
Wait, never mind. This is even better.
There's a distinct lack of vegetables on both of her plates, but she seems to enjoy everything that she got. Every bite results in some statement about how it's the best thing ever.
Did you get any of this?
Gesture towards the slice of steak that I've almost finished.
Okay, open up.
She dutifully opens her mouth while I cut a bite for her. It's the best part, right near the edge where all the flavor is. That's correct, semicolon usage. Good job. Oh, wait. It's almost, or it is correct. It's close enough that I'll praise it. It's a little awkward to be feeding her like this, but no one pays any attention to us. When she swallows, she sits still. Very slowly, she opens her eyes again.
That was literally the best thing I've ever eaten.
You've said that like 20 times so far.
I mean it this time. That was illegally good.
Now that doesn't make any sense.
It makes double sense.
We laugh.
Gramps always used to say that the best place to get a steak was at buffets like this. Not because they're always better, but because you can just go up and get slice after slice.
I guess that's fair.
Although, he's the only person I've met who could eat more than one.
Marina chuckles with me, but it's nervous sounding.
I used to tease him for it. No one should be able to eat that much meat. He would always complain about him being too done. He cooked his own steaks to be kind of medium rare. Closer to rare.
Gross.
Okay, Marina, I'm sorry. But, you know, you're done.
Don't tell me you eat yours.
Oh,
well
no!
done.
No! Like, obviously, like, a medium rare to even rare steak is the best kind of steak. But, like, the elitist attitude that, you know, well-done steaks are bad, which, I mean... I want to say what is true, but that's the elitist attitude. It's even worse. Amber, stop!
Marina, I don't know if we can still be together.
She looks pained.
I'm just kidding, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But it doesn't sound like it. I shut up. It's probably not a good idea to talk about Gramps too much either. Our plates are mostly empty, and I look back at the serving area dubiously.
Round two?
She thinks about it and shakes her head.
I think I'd explode if I ate much more.
Yeah, same.
There's a soft flutter against in my cheek. There's a soft flutter against on my cheek? No, there's a soft flutter against my cheek. Yeah, that's a typo. Let's go to the books. 2 in 1 episode. A soft flutter against in my cheek as Marina leans over and kisses it. Oh, I got a Discord message. Okay.
Thank you for bringing me.
Yeah, no problem.
I gently examine the hard plastic bench I'm sitting on. Too long passes by before I talk again.
So are you ready to go?
Oh, sure.
I can tell how on edge she is again. Good going, Amber. Nice. I launched to my feet.
Just leave the dishes on the table. Someone will come by and clean them up.
I have no idea if that's true. Start to leave, expecting Marina to follow me.
Amber!
But I turn around. She's still in the process of getting up.
Wait for me!
First she has to brush her face with a napkin, then she drinks the glass of orange juice she was drinking. Then she scoots out of the bench and hurries towards me.
Are you alright?
Yeah, sorry. Just felt kind of nauseous for a second. Probably ate too much.
Oh!
I doubt she's buying it. From the corner of my eye, I see her reach towards my hand. Then she seems to think better of it and lets hers fall back to her side. I grab it myself as I lead the way out of the casino. Here, let's read these sites. Easton and Smith, Tiles Bar, Green. These sites are too obscure to read. Oh, Zon? No. Oh, hey, we're in France. Knee? Retail? bud. Curse him! My one true enemy. Outside, I take Marina's hand, but it feels limp on my own. I let her lead the way down the street and towards the busiest part of the city. Sometimes stuff on the side catches her eye. Brightly colored sports cars that probably belong to millionaires pass by us pretty frequently. There are also people in bike-drawn carriages and double-decker tour buses. Besides the people, the buildings themselves all compete to stand out. Almost every storefront has something neon, flashing to get you to look at it. Boy stores, restaurants, sex shops, and more all vie for real estate. Within a 2-block radius, you can probably buy anything you ever wanted. Maybe a half-mile ahead of us, on the other side of the road, there are a few street vendors on the sidewalk. They have awnings set up to shade themselves from their merchandise, but it's too far away to see what they're selling. Marina spots them and points.
Ooh, let's go look!
But then her excitement vanishes.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, let's check it out.
With a hopeful smile, Marina starts to run. A red light at the crosswalk makes her stop, not too far ahead though. I catch up to her just in time for the light to change. Before she can dart away, I take Marina's hand. She doesn't object, but searches my face, so I smile, and then she smiles back. I let her pull me to the vendor, who seems to be selling a little bit of everything. T-shirts cover most of the wire rack that serves as a wall. There are also bins of buttons, keychains, and other small trinkets. One bin is full of tiny soapstone animal carvings. Those are what Marina goes for. I ignore the vendor and his weaselly small talk, refusing to be conned into buying tons of junk. After a minute, Marina selects a little stone coyote. Pay $5 for it. It's a robbery. We start down the road again, with Marina inspecting her new treasure.
Why a coyote?
I thought she was the cutest. Look at the way the color changes here.
Oh, almost got it. She holds the little trinket up by my nose. There's a spot where the color changes from brown to a milky white on one side of its face.
That is pretty.
Plus, wolves are pretty much my favorite animal, and coyotes are close enough.
Yeah? Have you ever seen a live wolf?
No, I wish. You?
Wolves are like the boringest favorite animal to have. What's a good favorite animal? Like, dog? That's respectable. Like, wolf, that's boring because, man's best friend. They're not really like, But dogs, they're okay. Cats, acceptable. Like, me? What's my favorite animal? Humans? No, those guys are idiots. I don't know. I don't think about my favorite animal. I'm not 5 anymore. I think about more sophisticated things, like my favorite color.
At Yellowstone a couple years ago, yeah. I begged Gramps to take me.
I don't really understand the idea of having a favorite color. Like, I just say green to everyone, but like, they're just colors. Like, why have a favorite one? Like, how do you decide which one's your favorite? What's the criteria for that? As soon as I mention Gramps' name, I see Marina's eyes flit towards mine.
What else do they have there?
All kinds of stuff. Wolves, bears, buffalo, elk, deer. Pretty much any kind of forest animal.
And they just wander around, right?
Yeah. There are even places where you can feed some of them out of your car.
Monkeys are pretty cool. But like, what kind? Well, primates, I guess. Orangutans are pretty cool. But like, gorillas aren't bad either,
What about the meat eaters, like wolves and stuff?
There are spots where you can see them, but you can't feed them. They're still wild animals. It's not a zoo or anything.
I want to go there someday.
I'll take you to see them sometime. It's a cool place.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Try to play it off like it's not a big deal to me. Talking about future plans, anything that would happen after the festival, ignites the sense of uncertainty in my chest. The way her eyes light up when I promise to take her both soothes and agitates the feeling. No matter what, I'm happy that she's happy. I follow behind as she darts from stall to stall like a hummingbird. They all offer more of the same. Generic desert-themed trinkets or gaudy, I love Las Vegas merchandise. The sidewalks are full of these vendors, who shout and try to get the attention of all of the dozens of people who pass by. Rena's the only one who gets hooked in. But she doesn't ask for anything else. Maybe there just isn't enough wolf merchandise. Every time she dives in to examine someone's wares, I hang back with my hands in my pocket and watch. Once she's done, we hold hands again. It's a nice cycle. But all that changes once we reach the strip itself, with its eclectic architecture and eccentric population. Eclectic? Eclectic. How do you say that?
Eclectic.
Eclectic. Eclectic? That's a way of saying it. Okay. I like, how did I say it before? I like that way more. I point out some of the more famous places, like the Luxor, which is shaped like a pyramid, Caesar's Palace, which looks like it was stolen from Rome. We're in a oohs and ahs in the right places. But to my surprise, she doesn't even try to lead us to them. What about, the Lucky 38? Instead, she seems dead set on taking us further and further down the row of sidewalk salesmen, like she's looking for something in particular. Not that I have no idea what it is. She leads the way, looking from side to side, never seeming quite defiant. Hey, where's Vault? Which vault is it? 11? Until suddenly she freezes in place. A large wave of pedestrian traffic behind us crests and spills around like we're not even there. Mirna points ahead at one of the street vendors a few blocks ahead.
Found one!
Yanked forward once again, being dragged by her newfound enthusiasm. Rather than a bunch of cheaply made goods, the merchant she noticed has a bunch of colored drawings of cartoon characters, barely recognizable due to the exaggerated style. A sign behind them advertises, custom commissions, $30 each. I immediately understand what it is Marina wants.
No. No, no, no.
Try to drag my heels, but I'm tugged along by Marina. She's surprisingly strong when she wants to be.
Amber!
She says my name without even turning around.
This has been on my bucket list for years. It's happening.
What has? Getting ripped off by a street artist?
Having someone draw me!
My protest going ignored, I fall in step and accept my fate. The guy manning the booth looks like he's completely out of place. He's wearing a flashy Hawaiian shirt and a baseball cap. When he notices Marina and I approaching, he sits up from his slouching position and grins.
Hello, ladies.
Hi there. We were interested in having our portrait drawn.
We weren't. You were. But I don't protest. I resigned myself to going along with whatever she wanted.
Perfect.
He frames us with his fingers like he's going to take a picture.
You girls stand right there and get comfy. I'll get ready.
He lurches off his wooden chair and grabs his sketch pad.
You girls...
Do you need a comma there? I don't believe so. I'm not going to write that down. But I'm on to you. He lurches off his wooden chair and grabs a sketch pad and a box of pencils.
We'll do you two in color. How's that sound?
Is that going to cost more?
Great.
I just grimace. Not fond of having my picture taken, and this isn't much better. Wait, so what if he draws them in universe in like a cartoonish anime style, but the picture we actually see is actually just like a real life picture of Amber and Marina? Just never felt satisfied with how I look. That's why there aren't many pictures of Ramps of me, just a couple. I'll deal with it, for Marina's sake. We stand under an awning, though shade does little to help the heat. Marina shifts from foot to foot while I just wait with my hands in my pocket. Every so often she turns to beam at me, but she doesn't say anything. Jeez. Not sure why she's so hyped up, but it's cute. The guy finally gets his stuff ready, all set up on an easel. The piece of paper he's using is almost the size of my torso.
Go ahead and scrunch together now.
Makes a motion with its hands. Marina stands near me, and I wrap one arm around her.
Closer.
My shoulders are touching.
Closer.
Now we're cheek to cheek.
Ah, perfect.
He stares at us with a smile for just a second longer than is comfortable. Makes his expression seem more than a little sleazy. Then he takes off his hat and his jumbo. He tracked him down. Before I can change my mind, he looks down at the paper and starts to draw. We stand there, not talking or moving at all. Once Marina starts to ask something, he waves his hand without even looking up.
Quiet. If you move, you'll mess it all up.
So she shuts up. Her jaw snaps shut as it's smushed against my own. 15 minutes pass. Her mouth is starting to get sore. I don't have any guesses as to how long this will take, but it's starting to get annoying. Even Marina seems to be having second thoughts. She wriggles, just barely, probably to fight the growing tension in her muscles. Not enough to ruin the drawing, though. From the corner of my eye, I noticed a couple of the glances that we get. really don't look especially out of place. They're more like hapless toys who get conned into something. I guess we are, to an extent. I wouldn't mind, except that we also look ridiculous being stuck together like nearly Siamese twins. I run his jaw with long, swift strokes. Though I can't see what he's doing, he appears confident. Hopefully the result is worth the discomfort. And the 30 bucks. Nearly at my breaking point when he finally leans back and sets his pencils aside.
Done.
Miranda peels away from me instantly, leaving a damp spot of shared sweat on my face. I rub it as I follow her, more slowly, to see the result. As she cranes around the easel to look, watch her expression go from excited to overjoyed. Her smile widens into a grin as she grasps the drawing with her hands.
Amber, look! It's us!
She flips it around so I can... So there's something inaccurate. You see, I've played this game a long time, and I know Marina's chest is bigger than Amber's. So why has it reversed here? Why are they the same? This makes no sense. I mean, for 30 bucks, that's not too shabby. She flips it around so I can see. It's us. First thing I notice is my boobs. They're a lot larger than in real life. Same with Marina's. Kinda. Other than that, the drawing is cartoony, or recognizable, but our features are exaggerated. Marina's eyes are almost comically huge. No, they're about the same. Conscious, the buildings behind us are in the drawing are sharply defined and realistic. Probably has experience drawing those. Shut up, fax machine. Nobody even knows what you are. Clutching the paper to her chest, Marina signs a contented smile.
Thank you so much!
The artist wipes his sweaty palms on his shorts as he
My
sings.
pleasure, my pleasure.
And he looks at me expectantly. Why me? What if Marina's paying? With a sigh, I pull out my wallet and pass him a pair of wrinkled bills. Pass it to him with a nod.
Y'all have a lovely day now.
With that, he slouches down again and pulls out a cheap-looking paperback novel. The drawing is so close to Marina's chest like a priceless artifact. Every few seconds, she holds it away from her and grins as she looks at it. That makes it worth the cost. Finally, Marina rolls up the drawing like a scroll and tucks it under her arm for safekeeping. We stand in the shade of the awning while we look up and down the road.
We should split up for a little bit.
Okay.
What?
Can't help but yelp. That's the last thing I was expecting.
Not for long. There's just something I want to do. And you can't be there.
Why not?
Oh, she's buying a gift! Shoveling in place, Marina looks away.
'Cause it's a surprise.
Mare, no. This isn't some small town. This is Las Vegas. What if you get lost? Or some creeper tries to mess with you?
It'll be fine, Amber. There's like 1 million people on this street.
And there's armed Securitrons ready to defend you.
Yeah, so? That doesn't mean anything.
I mean it.
Or blow you
It'll be
up.
fine.
There's a fire in her voice that takes me by surprise. There's even a small spark in her eyes. She's angry. My frown deepens.
But
Seriously, it's nothing bad, I promise. I just want to do something, but it's a surprise for you, so you can't be there.
Her face softens.
Please, it'll only be a couple hours.
Marina, I don't know.
Of all the cities we've split up in, this is one of the worst. Not only do we not have a way to contact each other if needed, the people aren't the sort you can trust. Just gonna buy her a phone! Calling it! Calling it! If I leave her on her own, there's a good chance I'll never see her again. The way she stands there, hands on her hip, well, does she have the... It's not like they've redeemed the gold yet, so like, does Marina have money on her? No, right? She doesn't have any money on her. Because her wallet got, you know, stolen by Joseph and Mariah. And Tess, I guess. So like, she can't buy her a phone. She can't buy her anything, unless like, you know, Amber's like, here's your daily allowance of $2.30. But the way she stands there, hands on her hips, looking determined, makes me not want to argue. I say.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean it. Just give me like 3 hours.
That's a long time.
You think? I tried to keep it short.
3 hours, she could be snatched into someone's car and well into Arizona or California. Halfway to Reno. It's irresponsible of me to let her go. But it's Reno, right? Not Reno. Yeah, almost sure it's Reno. But I can tell by looking at her that I don't have a choice.
Okay, fine. But can you at least stay on the street?
Oh, if we want to do a Fallout reference, there's new Reno. Which is in Fallout. Is it 1 or 2? I know it's a place in one of them. I'm not for sure which.
It's a straight shot back to the Rio where we're parked. And so it'd be harder to get lost.
Erna nods fast.
That's fine. I already saw where I need to go. But you're not allowed to watch, okay?
Yeah. I'll probably just go back to the car anyway.
Now she frowns.
Isn't there anything you want to see?
Not without you.
Aw, Amber.
She kicks at the ground.
I guess we don't have to...
No, go on.
What?
Just be safe, okay? Don't do anything silly. I guess it'll be fun for a couple hours.
Silly's her middle name, though. She takes the drawing in one hand, then hugs me tight. Then Rena leans up and kisses me on the lips. She pulls away before I can get into it.
Okay, I'll see you in a while then.
Right.
We stand there, neither of us moving. I sigh again, then trudge back down the road. I glance back every few steps, but she doesn't move. Instead, she watches me and waves. Really making sure that I keep good on my promise not to follow her. As tempting as it is, I'll let her go, for now. 3 hours can't be that hard, right? Okay, that's perfect calling spot. I'll see you guys next time with another Vegas scene, it looks like. Yep. I might not Fallout New Vegas's references for one episode, but can I make even more next time? We'll find out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be back then. Bye.